Have you ever wondered what hides beneath the waves? Not monsters, but beings that look just like us? Some want to love you, others want to take your place. Beautiful or terrifying, they blur the line between human and sea. Hey, I'm Sam, and tonight we'll uncover 12 ocean legends, sirens, spirits, and shapeshifters who prove the sea remembers everything. The first creature on our list is the mermaid, the half-woman, half-fish being who's been part of seafaring stories for centuries. But don't be fooled by the soft songs and shining tales. Mermaids weren't always kind. In early folklore, they were omens of death. Sailors believed spotting one meant the voyage would end in disaster. Their faces were beautiful, but their eyes were cold, watching from the waves. The ocean itself seemed to breathe with them, calm one moment, cruel the next. The earliest mentions of mermaids come from Assyrian mythology, where a goddess named Atargatis turned herself into a fish after falling in love with a mortal. Greek stories turned them into sirens, voices that lured ships into the rocks. In Celtic legends, they were Selkies and sea maidens who could drag entire crews beneath the tide. The details change, but one thing stays the same. They always appear between calm and chaos, between beauty and fear. Here's the twist. Reports of real mermaids lasted well into the 1800s. Sailors returning from long voyages swore they'd seen women swimming far out at sea, their hair floating like seaweed. Scientists now think they were seeing manatees or dugongs, gentle creatures mistaken for something magical. Next on our list is the siren, the singer of death, whose voice could sink a fleet. Unlike the mermaid, the siren wasn't half fish, but half bird in the earliest Greek tales, a creature of cliffs, not waves. She waited above the sea, her songs so beautiful that no man could resist steering toward them. And when the ships crashed, she simply watched as the waves took everything. Her song wasn't about love, it was about power. According to Greek mythology, the sirens were companions of Persephone. When Hades stole her away, the gods punished them, giving them wings so they could search forever, but never find her. Over time, their image changed, merging with the sea. Medieval sailors redrew them as half fish, half woman, the ancestors of the mermaid myth. And in every version, they still sing, not to seduce, but to control. The sea, after all, doesn't ask, it demands. Scientists believe that the sirens myth may have roots in real ocean sounds, low-frequency hums, natural echoes, or whale songs that ancient sailors couldn't explain. But even now, some say the ocean still sings, deep sounds, recorded by sonar that no one can identify. Are they whales, machines, or something older that never stopped calling? The next creature is the Selkie, a being born from cold tides and loneliness. In Scottish and Irish folklore, Selkies are seals who can shed their skins to become human. By moonlight, they rise from the sea, leave their pelts on the sand, and dance like people until dawn. But if someone steals their seal skin, they're trapped, forced to live as humans, bound to whoever holds it. Most stories end the same way, with sorrow. A Selkie wife, stolen from the sea, eventually finds her skin again and disappears forever. These legends came from coastal villages where life depended on the sea. Fishermen told tales of strangers appearing after storms, beautiful, quiet, with eyes too dark and deep to be human. Some said they were Selkies who had lost their skins. Others claimed they could marry one, live years together, and still never truly know them. The ocean always takes back what belongs to it. Yet science has its own explanation. Many scholars believe the Selkie myth grew from encounters with real seals, seen through the fog of grief and superstition. Loneliness at sea made the line between animal and spirit blur. Even today, the Selkie story inspires songs, films, and poems, always about longing, belonging, and loss. Do they exist? No. But when the waves shimmer under a full moon, it's easy to believe someone out there is still waiting to go home. Next up is the ningo, Japan's strange and haunting version of the mermaid. But unlike the beauty of Western legends, the ningo was never meant to enchant. It was meant to warn. Described as a small creature with a monkey's mouth, golden scales, and a faint human face, it was said that catching one brought storms and disaster. Its cry sounded like music underwater, a sound both beautiful and unbearable. Ancient records say fishermen who caught a ningo often threw it back immediately, fearing the curse that came with it. But there's another side to the story. Those who ate its flesh were said to live forever. One legend tells of a girl who unknowingly ate ningo meat and remained young for centuries, wandering from temple to temple, burdened by her endless life. In Japanese art, the ningo was both sacred and tragic, a symbol of beauty that should never be touched. Some historians believe the ningo myth began with sightings of real deep-sea creatures, oarfish, giant salamanders, or even deformed dolphins washed ashore after storms. Yet even now, fishermen in Japan tell stories of glowing shapes beneath the waves. Are they fish, or something older that still watches from below? Science says no. But when the sea glows at night and the wind falls silent, it's easy to hear the faint cry of a creature that should never have been caught. Before we dive into the next legend, I want to know what you think. If you saw something strange moving under the water, would you believe it was just nature or something mythical? Tell me in the comments below. Few talk about it, but deep-sea myths speak of the Cecaelia, beings that are half human, half octopus. Their upper bodies resemble ours, but from the waist down, they bloom into tentacles, graceful, shifting, and terrifying. Some stories say they lure divers and sailors with beauty. Others call them ocean guardians, who destroy those who pollute the sea. In every version, they embody both sides of the ocean, seductive and merciless. While the Cecaelia legend feels modern, its roots run deep. Ancient Greek art shows tritons and sea spirits with tentacled limbs, while Pacific Islander stories tell of deities with arms like eels who ruled the reefs. In Japanese folklore, drawings of creatures called akorokamui, giant red octopus spirits, match the same shape and nature. Across cultures, the idea repeats. The ocean is alive, and sometimes it looks back. What's fascinating is how close myth comes to reality. Deep-sea explorers have filmed octopuses displaying intelligence so eerie, it almost feels human. They solve puzzles, open jars, even mimic other animals. Scientists say it's just evolution, but to storytellers, it's proof that the line between us and them was never that clear. Do Cecaelia exist? Probably not. But when a diver's light fades into darkness and something moves with impossible grace, just beyond reach, the legend doesn't feel so far-fetched. The next beings on our list are the Finnfolk, mysterious sea people from the cold waters around Orkney and Shetland. They're said to live in a shimmering underwater city called Finnfolkaheme, where light bends like glass and time itself slows. Unlike mermaids, the Finnfolk aren't always kind. They're travelers between land and sea, known for stealing humans to make them their unwilling spouses. If a Finnman or Finnwife desired you, there was no escape. They'd pull you beneath the waves and vanish into the depths. Old islanders believed the Finnfolk could appear perfectly human, blending among sailors and villagers, only to return to the sea when discovered. Folklore describes them as tall, dark, and impossibly beautiful, their skin shimmering faintly in moonlight. Some say these tales began as warnings, stories about strangers, storms, and the sea's hidden dangers. Others believe the Finnfolk are echoes of forgotten gods, fading spirits of an older ocean. Still, divers whisper of strange lights deep below Orkney, moving like cities alive in the dark. Coincidence? Maybe. But in the North Sea, where fog hides everything, it's easy to believe the Finnfolk are still out there, waiting to reclaim what's theirs. Next is the Yara, a spirit of the Amazon's rivers. Beautiful, dangerous, and impossible to forget. Her name means Lady of the Water, and like a siren, she lures those who hear her song. Fishermen say she appears at dusk, rising from calm water with green eyes, long dark hair, and a voice that pulls you closer before you realize you've gone too far. The surface ripples, the song fades, and you're never seen again. In Brazilian folklore, Yara wasn't always a monster. Some say she was once a warrior, betrayed by her jealous brothers and thrown into the river. The waters spared her, transforming her into a guardian or a curse, depending on who you ask. To some, she punishes the cruel. To others, she tempts the innocent. Entire villages used to leave offerings by the shore. Jewelry, perfume, even mirrors, hoping to please the woman of the river before traveling downstream. What's strange is how often modern fishermen still report her, not by name, but in stories of glowing shapes, singing voices, or sudden vanishings in still water. Science calls it sound distortion, echoes, or hallucination. Yet those who live along the river swear they know the difference. The jungle has its own way of keeping secrets, and the Yara may be one of them. The next figure is Mami Wata, one of the most powerful and enduring water spirits across Africa and the diaspora. Her name means Mother of Waters, and she's often described as breathtakingly beautiful, part woman, part serpent, surrounded by mirrors, shells, and jewels. To those who worship her, Mami Wata isn't a monster or a mermaid. She's a goddess of wealth, healing, and desire. But she's also unpredictable, blessing some while destroying others who cross her. For centuries, traders, sailors, and travelers along the coasts of West and Central Africa told stories of her sudden appearances, a flash of scales in the moonlight, a shimmer beneath the surface, a woman brushing her hair beside the waves. Through the slave trade and colonial expansion, her image spread across continents, blending with European mermaid tales and Indian snake deities. Each culture reshaped her, yet the essence remained. She is beauty, danger, and mystery made flesh. Even today, Mami Wata temples thrive from Nigeria to Haiti, her image painted in churches, shrines, and street art. Does she exist? Maybe not in body, but her presence is everywhere, in dreams, in art, and in the waves that still whisper her name. Our next being is the Encantado, a creature born from the rivers of the Amazon, a pink river dolphin that can take human form. By day, it swims beneath the surface, shy and playful, but when night falls and the moonlight touches the water, it becomes something else, a charming stranger, dressed in white, appearing suddenly at festivals and gatherings. It dances, flirts, and disappears before dawn, always near the river, always watching. In Amazonian legend, the Encantado is both seductive and tragic. Some say it takes humans to its underwater city, never to return. Others believe it seeks companionship, trying to escape the loneliness of its world. What's remarkable is how enduring the legend remains. Even today, locals along the Amazon claim to see men with oddly smooth skin or hear flutes playing near the water when no one's there. Number 10 on our list is the Yacuruna, a water spirit feared and revered in Amazonian lore. The name means water people, but they're nothing like us. They live in inverted cities beneath the rivers, houses upside down, fish swimming through the air, and time flowing backward. The Yacuruna themselves are described as humanoid but strange. Their feet face backward, their eyes gleam red, and their bodies shimmer like whetstone. When they rise to the surface, they can transform into beautiful men or women to lure humans away. According to legend, anyone who disappears near the riverbanks might have been taken by them, pulled beneath the water, transformed, and made to forget their old life. Shamans say the Yacuruna can grant power or healing, but only if approached with respect. They rule over giant serpents, pink dolphins, and all river creatures, keeping the balance between the living and the unseen. Those who offend the river are said to draw their wrath, sickness, storms, or strange dreams that never fade. Next comes the Sirena Chilota, a guardian of the Chilean seas and one of the most sacred beings of South American folklore. She's said to be half human, half fish, with long golden hair and eyes as bright as sunlight through water. Unlike most mermaids, she isn't a creature of temptation or destruction. She's a protector. Alongside her brother, the Triton Chilote, she guides the spirits of drowned sailors to their rest and watches over all life in the sea. Her story comes from the Chilote mythology of southern Chile, where the ocean is more than water. It's alive. Locals say the Sirena was born from the union of a human woman and the sea king Milalobo, ruler of all marine beings. She appears during calm tides, singing softly as dolphins and seals gather around her. If fishermen hear her melody, they know the sea is safe, but if the waters fall silent, it means she has turned away and danger is near. Our final creature is the Vodianoi, a spirit that haunts the rivers, ponds, and mill streams of Slavic legend. He appears as an old, bloated man with frog-like skin, a beard of weeds, and eyes that glow faintly beneath the surface. When angered, he overturns boats, drowns swimmers, and drags the careless into his dark domain. But he's not mindless. He's a keeper of the water, deciding who lives and who vanishes beneath it. Fishermen once threw offerings of tobacco or bread before casting their nets, whispering his name for safe passage. In the oldest tales, the Vodianoi is both feared and respected, a god turned ghost, as people forgot the old ways. He lives in underwater mills, surrounded by drowned souls who serve him like workers. If you enjoyed exploring the real myths behind the ocean's most mysterious legends, don't forget to subscribe. There are countless more beings and forgotten tales waiting just beneath the surface. From the sirens that sing in the dark to the shapeshifters that walk among us, we've barely touched the edge of what the deep still hides. Thank you for watching. My name is Sam, and yeah, I'm really smart.